Bien, on s'était quitté après avoir vidé le générateur de toute son essence. Et il fallait qu'on passe par là, je pense, pour s'introduire dans le monastère. Pour aller chercher le fichu pilule pour l'estomac de l'autre con, là. Hop là, comme une fleur.
The guard is faster than I thought. He probably had some canisters of gasoline somewhere near. I have to find the antacids and get out of here. And quick. This place gives me the creeps.
Qu'est-ce qu'on ferait pas pour une pharmacie, hein? Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a là?
I'd have hated to be inside when that fire raged here. I'd better not go there. It looks very dangerous. The trailer is locked. They probably use it for all the tasks which need a warm, light, and quiet place. The well is covered, and that's good. I don't know if it is some kind of phobia, but just looking down a well into that wet, cold darkness makes me feel unwell.
Haha. Well, unwell. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a autre chose à gauche? Ah, ouais.
Argo's logo is on almost everything here. I suppose it's important that people know who works here. Ugh, I didn't mean it that way. Well, another thought I can't get out of my head.
Je vois pas ce qu'elle veut dire.
There are assorted odds and ends here. Crates, stones from a wall. The only thing that looks handy is the stripping knife. A stripping knife may come in handy on this building site.
Une spatule. Ah oui.
The stripping knife is made of quality material and carries the Argo logo.
Ok.
There's nothing interesting here. The window is fastened to a fixture, which only allows it to open a bit. Schneider probably forgot to close it, but the gap is too small for me to put my hand through.
Ok, donc je peux rien faire, j'imagine. À moins que je fasse levier
I'd say that this one...
ou que je pète tout.
I won't destroy anything. The last thing I need is Schneider starting some investigation here tomorrow.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire alors?
I'd say that...
Bon, j'imagine que c'est pas pour maintenant. Hein. Dans la partie arrière. Oh.
It's totally dark here and there's a lot of debris. I'd better not risk it. I have to find that medicine first. When I climb down the wall, on my way back the watchman will probably hear me and I'll have to disappear as soon as possible. I certainly won't be able to return here soon.
Ok, bon ben, donc je suis censée trouver une solution avec tout ça. Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'on va bien pouvoir faire? Oh.
The bolt holds the window fixture. It can't be unbolted. Moreover, my hands are completely frozen.
Oh, bah écoute, hein.
I won't destroy any...
Ok. N'importe quoi.
The window is not held by anything, and now it's hanging loose. Good, I can look around properly at last. This book's named Geheimnis Fresken. And what a surprise, it was written by Professor Klaus Schneider. Schneider's photo is on the cover. Wow, that's really something. These have to be Schneider's pills. It looks like I've found Schneider's medicine. I should go back to the hotel and give it to him.
Et comment je justifiais que j'ai eu son médicament qui était à l'endroit où je n'étais pas censée aller?
Thank God Schneider's pills weren't in that mess. I'd still be searching for them when Schneider comes to prepare another herbal tea in the morning. There are the remains of some oddly smelling tea at the bottom of this cup. There are notes about some repairs, bills, orders. I don't see anything interesting here. Der Kräuter. Maybe something about teas?
Bon, ben... Ça y est. On va regarder nos bazars, là.
Schneider and his titles. The photo occupies almost the whole cover. He's probably quite a celebrity in his field.
Oh. Ah. Il me semblait bien que je pouvais aller voir ce truc.
It's some plan describing a fresco restoration.
Fresco.
It seems that the professor made some notes outside his regular work.
Ah non, hein, pas de la science. Hein. Aricio. Une sous-couche constituée de chaux. Elle est grossière et directement appliquée sur le mur. Avant d'appliquer la couche suivante, on doit attendre au moins 24 heures. En utilisant le calcé florentin, les maîtres attendent beaucoup plus longtemps. Bonne fresque, à fresco, la vraie couche, la vraie fresque. Elle doit être peinte sur une intonaco, couche encore humide. Le temps joue un rôle crucial. Fresque seco. J'ai écrit suffisamment sur les fresques peintes sur surface sèche dans la première édition. Cette technique ne mérite pas beaucoup de texte. Intonaco. La très dernière couche d'enduit, de chaux à appliquer. Beaucoup d'artistes oublient de la lisser avec une taloche en bois, mais c'est important. Memento Mori. Il est temps de peindre la fresque. D'ordinaire, cela doit être fait entre 1 et 2 heures après l'application de l'intonaco. 2 heures après, la carbonatation commence et l'intonaco devient lentement inutilisable pour la peinture. J'ai rien compris. Synopia. L'ancienne méthode de transfert d'un modèle. Un pigment rouge appelé synopia est appliqué sur la couche d'Aricchio en utilisant un modèle. Actuellement, la méthode Spolvero est la plus souvent utilisée. Ajoutez la belle histoire à propos de Michel-Ange et sa brosse en poil de chèvre afin que les lecteurs s'amusent. Ah. Mais je dois souligner le pigment synopia plus fortement que dans le dernier livre. Enduit à la chaux, une base des 2 Aricio et un tonaco. Il doit être préparé au moins 2 semaines avant son application pour gonfler correctement. C'est une autre étape qui exige un bon timing. Figure 1. Est-ce suffisant pour illustrer le processus de fabrication de l'enduit et de sa carbonatation ultérieure sur le mur? Figure 2. Agnès scanne le dessin. Remarque pour obtenir quelques photos protégées par copyright. Buon fresco de Pompéi. Elles illustrent parfaitement la longévité incroyable des fresques. Seigneur. Voilà un livre que je n'aurais pas envie de lire, hein.
Regrettably, it's in German, and I can only say, where's the toilet in that language. But judging by the denseness of the text, Schneider is quite hard on his readers. It contains an article on restoring frescoes and old interiors generally.
Ok. Sur cette musique atroce.
The antacids were made by some German company. There's a little tag reading K. Schneider.
Bon. On peut pas aller là?
It's totally
Non.
dark.
On se casse. Il nous a pas entendu, le mec. Bizarre. On va donner ses
Now I
pilules.
just have to come up with some clever story about how I got those pills. I can't just say I broke in to get them. I hope it'll be good for something because it really wasn't a pleasant trip.
Sans blague. Bon. Blaireau. J'ai des trucs. Par contre, c'est chiant, ça. Ça aussi, c'est chiant. Hein. Ouais. Allez. Bouffe tes pilules et arrête de me gonfler.
Professor, is this your medicine?
Das ist erstaunlich, Madame Leroy. Where did you find it? I thought I left it in the monastery.
Ah, c'était dans la neige dehors.
In the end, they were in the lobby,
In the lobby? Really?
lying under the couch.
I used to sit there, true, but anyway, I thought that I left them at the monastery. Well, I have them. That's what counts. Thank you very much. I owe you a favor.
Ah, laisse-moi dormir quelque part, connard.
Professor, it's a bit awkward, but you said you're much obliged to me. May I ask something of you?
Sure, go on.
All the rooms are taken by your company. Couldn't I stay in one of them tonight? Perhaps Jaczek's room. He hasn't returned yet anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Even if Harry told you something else, I have to abide by the same contract as him. I can't do it. The rooms are only for employees and associates of Argo. No one else can use them.
Professor, I have an idea. You said that the rooms may be used only by professionals working for Argo, right?
Yes.
So what if I worked for you for a while? Only a very short contract, sort of a consultant.
Oh, Madame Leroy, it is an interesting idea, but an unfeasible one. Argo cooperates only with true professionals, only with the best in their field. Believe me, I'd like to help you, but to accept a new team member without sufficient experience would be a little bit embarrassing.
Test de connaissance. Oh, Seigneur Jésus.
So test me. I'll prove that I have the knowledge needed for you to hire me for a short time.
Well, all right. I'll try not to be unduly hard on you. We may try my favorite test. I use it with my students at the university. If you really are interested in renovation, as you suggested before, it should be a piece of cake for you to pass the test. If you succeed, I'll admit that you could be an asset to us, and I will let you use the room. So, a good restorer has to know not only the processes of the restoration itself, but also the exact technological procedures used to create the artwork. It helps you to understand everything in a more complex way and helps to avoid lots of common mistakes. Madame Leroy, how would you proceed when making a fresco? I mean the classic ones, of course, the ones called warm fresco. What steps would you take and in what order?
Mon Dieu. Bon, si j'ai bon souvenir, Buon Fresco, Bazar Bidule, c'était sur la deuxième page. Hein. Et il fallait préparer un bazar, le laisser reposer pendant 14 jours, 2 semaines. Alors... Préparer l'enduit, laisser reposer pendant 14 jours. Transférer, appliquer, laisser reposer, je dirais. Bon, donc, préparer.
It's very important to properly prepare the lime plaster. Thanks to it, frescoes may remain in good condition even for several thousand years.
Laisser reposer pendant 14 jours.
I would let it sit for at least 14 days to let the processes inside the materials process correctly.
Appliquer, laisser reposer, transférer.
I would apply a thicker aritio layer. It would have excellent adhesion. I'd let it all settle for at least 1 day. I would transfer the template onto the wall. Either I'd use the old method using a red pigment called sinopia, or I'll use the pouch of carbon black called spolvero on the perforated paper template.
Great, Madame Leroy. I see you know even the less-known methods. And what would you do next?
Je te casserai la gueule avec le marteau. Appliquer, lisser, attendre, peindre, laisser. Appliquer, lisser, je pense que c'est ça. Hein. Attendre, peindre et puis laisser faire son œuvre. Donc...
I'd apply the intonaco layer. I must not put it on the wall in greater amounts than I can use during one painting session. I have to smooth out the surface very precisely using a special wood derby float. Many painters forget that, and so the result of their work isn't exactly dazzling, even if they don't make any other mistake. The fresco painting requires very careful planning. Only during the Momento d'Oro is it possible to paint in such a way that the fresco will last and be of high quality.
And when does that Momento d'Oro occur?
Best is between 1 and 2 hours. Before that time, the underlying layers are too soft, and after 2 hours, they become too dry and do not absorb properly. Now the time comes at last to paint the fresco. Special water-soluble paints are used for that. Buon frescoes don't dry in the classic way. Instead, the process of surface carbonization takes place, which is why frescoes are so incredibly durable.
Sehr gut. Eventually, you answered correctly. Good work.
Ça y est, je peux dormir?
So I may take that room now? Let's say as your expert help?
My word is good. Please don't be angry with me that I tested you like that. Sometimes I have to do as I'm told.
If you broke the contract, would you get fined?
Oh, to hell with the fines. But they could stop cooperating with me and I'd lose the opportunity to see such interesting places. Mr. Koppinen will prepare Jaczek's room for you. As our new external consultant, you're entitled to it.
Gladly, but I have to clean it first. Theo left some stuff there.
Of course, I'll wait.
Of course, if you come across anything concerning our research, you leave that alone. These are internal things.
Done. Stuff that he left there, I put in the wardrobe. I locked it. Hopefully you won't need it.
Surely not. I'm traveling light.
I'll put the key in the room here on the table. It's the first one. The middle room is Bateman's, and the last one belongs to our beloved Snyder.
Thanks.
Yeah, and one more thing. It still smells of beer there. I wasn't able to air it out. Perhaps Jaczek hid something in there. I've put a box with my wife's aromatic leaves there.
Never mind. It's better than sleeping outside. I definitely have to get inside the wardrobe containing Jaczek's belongings. How did you get here? Why has Argo come here?
It's nice here. Clean air, beautiful nature.
Come on.
You really expect me to reveal our company's internal information? Don't make me laugh.
Ok, donc on va prendre la clé.
That key is almost certainly from the wardrobe in my room.
Wait a moment. This key is from the wardrobe in your room, yes. But it has Jaczek's stuff. I can't give it to you.
Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. I won't get the key as long as Koppinen is behind the bar. A key from room 3 where Theodor Jaczek stayed. At last. But getting a room for the night really was a tough nut to crack.
Room number 3. Hopefully it will be okay. If you have any problem, just stop by.
Ok, on va enfin aller dans cette fichue chambre. Puis je sais pas, j'imagine qu'il faudra trouver une façon d'avoir accès à... Oula, elle court. Une façon d'avoir accès à l'armoire.
Great, the way is clear. I hope Jaczek has left something there which will lead me to him. Good, there's some light shining from the outside. The switch should be here somewhere. The main light switch. It's quite tidy in here. At first sight, nothing was left after Jaczek. There's nothing on the table that could help me. Only some untrimmed pencils, an eraser, and a Bible in Polish. Nothing useful. Wait, there was a nice lighter in the back. I almost overlooked it. I'll take it. The cap is closed. I can smell gas from the reservoir, but apart from that, it's empty.
Moi j'ai de l'essence.
I hope this gas is good enough for the lighter. I'm really not clever at such stuff.
Ouais, mais je peux pas l'utiliser?
The reservoir is full.
Ok, bon bah voilà.
The window leads to a snowy roof. Down there I can see the parking lot. I could probably climb out and get to the next room, but the roof is very steep and covered with icy snow. Unfortunately, there are only some empty papers and several pencils on the bedside table. Harry was very particular about the cleaning. Small and old-looking lamp. A lot of things here in the hotel probably have some historical value. It's good to know the lamp is working. Sleep will have to wait a little more. Not yet. Although I'm dog-tired, I have many things to do first. The wardrobe contains all the things Theodor Jaczek left here when leaving for San Francisco. I should search them. A common furniture lock. It's child's play to pick such a lock, and one doesn't even have to be an experienced thief, but not without at least some basic tools.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a qui pourrait faire l'affaire? Ça?
I won't gain it. Am I to use the... Am I to use... That doesn't make... Am I to use those two...
Oups. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire?
Interesting. A plank near the wardrobe squeaks kind of differently from the rest of the floor.
Ok.
The plank is loose, but I can't grab it with my fingers. The joint is too thin. I'd say that the... Am I to use...
Bah, je sais pas, fais levier avec quelque chose?
I won't get...
Ah, ok, il y a d'autres trucs.
The edges of the joints are damaged, and there are scratches around. I can't get my fingers into the joint. I'll only break my nails if I try, and more so because that heavy bed is standing on the plank. I'll move the bed a bit to see the board better.
Bon, et là, je peux mettre mon truc? Ah, voilà.
Looky, looky, what has Jaczek hidden here? A 6-pack of beer. It stinks a lot. One of them is probably open.
Uh-oh.
That's great. There are cockroaches under the floor. Some are even running under my bed. I'll put the plank back. I don't want every cockroach under the floor to move into my room. There are dozens of them. What kind of hotel is this? I used to sleep in slums in Asia, but I don't see any reason why I should share my room with cockroaches here. I'll ask Harry if he has anything I could use to deal with them.
Ok, donc maintenant l'énigme c'est de se débarrasser des cafards. Très intéressant. Ah, il est plus là? Ah si, il est là. Allez, grouille-toi.
What can I do for you, Madame Leroy?
I have a small problem. Cockroaches. They came into my room through some crevice in the floor.
Cockroaches? Are you sure?
You do have something I can get rid of them with, right?
Of course I do, but I can hardly believe that. Cockroaches in my hotel? I'd like to see
T'as
that.
qu'à venir voir.
Be my
alors.
guest. Just look under the bed.
Oh, not that I don't trust you, but I'll check it out. Be right back.
Sure. I'm not going anywhere. I hope he'll only look under the bed and won't check the floor. Otherwise, he could find the things hidden under it.
On va profiter pour choper la clé.
I hope Schneider didn't see me, but I really need to get to that wardrobe.
You were right. There are some under the bed. I brought you something you can kill them with. I'll leave it here on the bar.
Thanks. I'll take care of them.
And I do apologize. Tomorrow I'll go through every room and check to see if there are any more of them.
Qu'est-ce qu'il m'a donné? Une tapette à mouche? Mais on n'a rien dans l'inventaire. Ah, il est là.
Koponen probably uses this for killing all sorts of pests in the hotel. Thanks. I think this will deal with them.
My apologies again. If you wanted me to, I'd clean the room myself to see to it that there aren't any more of them somewhere.
I don't think that's necessary. Good night.
Ok, on va aller tuer les cafards maintenant. Lara, l'exterminatrice d'indésirables insectes.
Koponen said he had looked under the bed only. The things hidden beneath the floor should still be there.
Bon. Moi, je veux voir dans l'armoire, c'est quoi?
It's all about details. It's good to search everything thoroughly. Great. The wardrobe is open. Let it be some clue. Whatever. A long, warm coat. Jaczek apparently didn't wear it when he left. Jaczek planned to stay in the States for at least a couple of days. It's weird that he left most of his clothes behind. This suitcase is quite worn out. It's weird Jaczek left it here. He probably has more of them.
Il a laissé son portefeuille, on dirait.
There's a bulge in the pocket. Something's inside. The notebook has all the inscribed pages torn out, but a headed paper from the finished post has fallen out of it. It contains several notes. It seems Jaczek mailed something and immediately made notes about how he was going to explain it to Bateman.
Expliquez à Bateman que il a eu le manuscrit plus longtemps que ce qui avait été prévu et que l'acheteur ne peut pas attendre plus longtemps. L'argent, pas la moitié, ou plutôt un quart parce qu'il a gardé le poignard. Schneider commence probablement à se douter de quelque chose. Ils étaient en train de chipoter, tous les deux.
The lock doesn't look too difficult. The case is full of clothes. Jaczek took almost nothing with him to San Francisco. What does that mean? The suitcase is filled with neatly placed clothing. Was he planning to leave?
Ok, je pense qu'on a tout vu.
I'd better close the wardrobe. I don't want to advertise that I've searched it.
Et maintenant, on va s'occuper des cafards.
Not yet, although I'm dog-tired.
Bah quoi?
They're still there, a lot of them. A good dose of this stuff, and remember to keep a bit for those under the bed, and the problem is solved.
Et voilà. C'est très simple en fait de se débarrasser de cafards.
Krobo vodka. Weird name. It's quite strong, 50%. Let's take a look at what Jaczek used to improve his mood in the evenings. Krobo vodka. Weird name. It's quite strong, 50%. No, I need to have my head clear now more than ever.
Est-ce que ça aussi, il faut faire des pieds et des mains pour l'ouvrir?
Jaczek has hidden a letter here. What secrets might it contain?
Monsieur Jaczek, notre client a examiné votre offre et en tenant compte de ce qu'il sait de la description de votre manuscrit, il considère que le montant demandé est excessif. Mais si vous étiez disposé à réduire, disons, de moitié, soit 70 000, donc 70 000, nous pourrions conclure l'affaire. Dans ce cas, vous pourrez envoyer le livre à l'adresse que je vous ai donnée précédemment. Dès la livraison du colis, ce montant sera transféré sur votre compte. Le livre devra être emballé dans du simple papier d'emballage et envoyé comme un paquet commun. Nous sommes en mesure d'assurer qu'il arrivera en toute sécurité. Si vous acceptez mon offre, j'apprécierais grandement que vous puissiez envoyer le manuscrit immédiatement. Je comprends que, comme vous l'avez dit que vous avez promis à votre partenaire qu'il aurait suffisamment de temps pour l'examiner lui-même. J'ai rien compris. Mais plus de personnes connaîtront son contenu, moins il aura de valeur pour nous. Vous devez agir de manière décisive et, si besoin est, lui reprendre le manuscrit et nous l'envoyer. Sinon, je serai incapable de garantir le prix que je vous ai proposé. J'espère que vous trouverez notre offre intéressante. Oltis.
Jaczek apparently offered to sell the manuscript they had found on the monastery. I suppose they kept Schneider in the dark, and Bateman probably wanted to examine it rather than sell it. It seems that Jaczek's room won't tell me anything more, but that manuscript, and especially Bateman, plays some role in it. If only I could look into his room too.
On peut remettre ça quand même. Non? Ok. Bon. Je vous propose qu'on continue notre investigation dans le prochain épisode. Hein. Après toute cette désinfection, il faut un peu aérer la pièce. Allez. À bientôt.